Oh, say does that Nottingham spangled banner yet wave, courtesy there of Miss Brielle Spadola. The 12-year-old All-Stars, after a tough Monday loss with one more chance to knock those pesky Par-Troy East boys back to Parsippany/Troy Hills. Top of the first, Dom Chiarello. It's been him all season. He lifts this the opposite way to right field, and goodbye! Home run for number 23. His future likely includes a spot on the roster at either Steinert or Notre Dame. From his shortstop position on this night, Chiarello caught one tough break. This is lined right at him. 9 times out of 10 he makes that play, but he just misses there, so runners now on the corners. Wild pitch. Emil Matty, who is one big 12-year-old, hustles home to tie it. That loose ball you see there prompts Daniel Ruggiero to try and steal 2 bases. He was at first, but on this overthrow gets a lucky trip all the way home. This was the beginning of a lot of luck that kept pouring forth for Par-Troy. Here's a more conventional way to put runs on the board. David Tahn belts this to right. It scores Benner Eugen, 3-1 Par-Troy. Top of the third, Mr. Chiarello again up, this time with a man on. Swings and hammers that one out of here. My friend Mike Dill gets a better shot of it than I do. How do you like Mike's camera, though? That's a 2-run jack, ties the game at 3. In Par-Troy's half of the third, they get away with more gifts from above. This is popped up behind the plate. You won't see the play since our friend the umpire makes a better door than a window, but catcher Matt Adams, he got his glove on it but just could not pull it in. So Eugen still up, swings, and yeah, that's long gone out of here. Talk about making the most of a second chance. Eugen gets his team their 2-run lead right back. Same inning, here is Tahn again, sends this chopper down the third base side into left. Another run is in, 6-3 Par-Troy. Still no one out in the frame. Chris Cody hanging in there on the mound. This is lined right at Tristan Spadola, who throws to first. He and Chris Harkness turn 2. Bottom of the fourth, PTE threatening again. It is Eugen. He grounds it to Chiarello, who goes to first on the fielder's choice, but with no one out, another run scores. Top of the fifth, Cody on at first with no one out, watches Andrew Barlow slice it down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Well played, though, so Adams, who wanted to score from second, holds up. He heads back to third, and he's safe, but Cody, who might have lost track of what was happening, finds himself the victim of a costly rundown. 1 out. Desperate to score, Chiarello with this grounder. This time Adams hastens home, but he is tagged out at the plate, so Nottingham's momentum not able to get off the ground in the fifth. Par-Troy East would add 2 more in the bottom of the inning, and then this is how it ended. Parsippany-Troy Hills East, after suffering an 11-2 defeat in the opening game of this state tournament, wins 4 straight to capture the banner.
It bounced their way. I mean, it happened for us some games didn't. This is one of those games that didn't.
Couldn't be more proud of these boys for really putting in the effort. We knew we had a good team. We knew we had a chance to get here. You know, we're not teaching these kids just how to play baseball. We're teaching them how to be, you know, good citizens and you know, future leaders of our country. You know, and I couldn't be more excited to watch that growth process and watch boys step up to be leaders and, you know, really bear down in pressure situations and do a tremendous job in being as successful as we were this year.
And talk about success. This Nottingham squad placed number 2 in the entire Garden State out of all 12-year-old All-Star clubs. Their 14-8 win in Game 2 of the District 12 tourney was followed by this Section 3 drubbing of North Howell. When this team looks back on the summer of 2012, they will likely remember the heart and chemistry they played with, and of course the great times with one another.
We are Nottingham!
For HamiltonPulse.com, I'm Mark Fontes.